Good morning. Welcome to Wisdom for Your Week. I'm April Williams, and this is your Wednesday word. Thank you for spending your morning with me today. So our word for today is collaborate. Collaborate. Collaborate means to work jointly with others or together in an intellectual endeavor. So collaborate means to work jointly with others together in an intellectual endeavor. It comes from the Latin meaning come, which means together, and then laborare, which is to labor. So those two words come together to make collaborate. So you're laboring together. Collaboration is key in effective teamwork, especially during a conflict or difficulty. Most of us are not collaborators by instinct, but that is the most productive style. In any situation where the relationship outcome is important, collaboration is the way to go. So collaboration. So at times we have to shift. We all have our default conflict styles, and we're going to talk about those conflict management styles in a minute. We all have a default one. So I encourage you to go online and Google your conflict management style. There's some tests on there that you can take that will let you know your default style, which is very important. And there are times, all styles of conflict management can be used at different times. Leaders know when to use which one, but it's important to know your default so that when you're dealing with another person and that person doesn't have the same one, you can identify where some of the difficulties may be coming from. So at times we have to shift from our default conflict handling style to collaboration. So conflict is not bad. Conflict creates opportunity. Conflict creates an opportunity to understand, and it can be very productive. The only toxic type of conflict is unresolved conflict, and it can just morph into that toxicity when it's unresolved. So it's important to understand your conflict management style. So what is your style? This is important when you're navigating a team, because I've been in conflict with someone and just could not understand why we were just not agreeing. Well, that person had a different conflict management style, and so there was a different goal in mind, or there was a different way of managing it. So let's go over some conflict management styles. Now, collaboration is one that, to me, is the most productive, but you don't always want to use collaboration. Collaboration is I win, you win. It's assertive. It's where you work with others and you explore the disagreement. There's a high investment. So this one is not a good one if you need a short-term, a really quick decision, because this is high investment. So when you collaborate, you cooperate with the other party to try to resolve a common problem to a mutually satisfying outcome. So you explore the options. This requires the highest investment of time and energy. So you can start by trading information, and it requires an open mind, temporarily setting aside your own priorities and consider different approaches. It's the most satisfying style because each party feels that they have achieved their desired outcome, and you actually preserve the relationship. So if the outcome is important and the relationship is important, collaboration is a good way to go, and it is the more assertive type. Accommodation is unassertive. It's I lose, you win, and it neglects your own concerns. Now, this is okay to use if this is a conflict that you don't really care that much about. The relationship is more important than actually the outcome. You have to choose your battles at times. So accommodate. When you accommodate, you put aside your needs and desires and you acquiesce to the other person's demands. This style is appropriate when you place a high value on your relationship and the outcome of the conflict is not that important. So this one is more of a I lose, you win, because that's accommodate. Then you have avoid. I lose, you lose. I'm not real big on the avoidance one. There can be an instance where avoidance is good. If this is a dangerous situation and you need to get away, you just need to avoid the conflict. So when you avoid it, you step aside or withdraw from the conflict situation. When you prevent or postpone the conflict, which is important sometimes, the conflict remains unresolved and neither party wins. So this is unassertive, it's uncooperative, it does not pursue your own concerns, and it doesn't pursue the concerns of others. So you prevent either yourself or the other party from resolving the conflict. And this is important sometimes if you're dealing with someone who's really, really angry. You may just need to step back for a minute and avoid the conflict. That's an unassertive. You have the accommodate and avoid. Those are more unassertive styles. Then you have compete. I win, you lose. Do you know people like this? I win, you lose. When you compete, you seek to win your own position at the expense of the other party losing theirs. Competing is appropriate when only one party can achieve their desired outcome. You can use this style if the outcome is more important than the relationship involved. I would not suggest this style in marriage too much because that is an important relationship. But if you're in a business deal, if you're in another situation where the outcome is very, very important, or you have to make a very quick decision, you have to use the competitive style at times. So it's appropriate. Only one party can achieve their desired outcome. It's best used when the outcome is extremely important. So this is a quick decision. This is more of a power mode. It's uncooperative, it's assertive, and it pursues own concerns over others. And this is what's interesting. In a conflict with another person that we just were not agreeing, I realized that we were both using assertive styles. I was using collaborative, which is my default style. I was using collaborative, and this other person was using competitive. And you got two assertive styles. And so I'm like, hey, win-win, you win, I win. And the other person's like, no, this is important to me. I win, you lose. And so, but it helped me gain an understanding. It helped me realize, okay, I see we're using two different styles. So that's why we're not seeing eye to eye. It can really help you gain an understanding. And so the last conflict style is compromise. That's when we both win, we both lose. This is fast and expedient. It's useful for a quick resolution. And it's kind of an in-between between competing and accommodation. So you resolve it quickly and efficiently by seeking a fair and equitable split. So sometimes there's a give and take on both sides. Sometimes it's, hey, you're going to lose this, I'm going to lose this, you're going to win. It involves honesty and being reasonable. This is appropriate when the outcome is of low to medium importance and the relationship is high importance. Compromise is most useful when you look to bring a conflict to a quick closure. So those are the 5 different styles. Hey, and go on the internet and take a test and see which is your style. This is so important because you have conflict everywhere. And if you understand your style and the other styles, it can help you know with whom you're dealing and how to approach that conflict. So we have accommodate, avoid, compromise, compete, and collaborate. And that is your Wednesday word. And I want to make 3 bullet points about collaboration. Which is the most productive style, and I think in most instances this is a style that you should use when you have time and when the outcome and the relationship is important. 3 bullet points about collaboration. It's assertive. Collaboration is assertive. Number 2, it's high investment. And number 3, it explores a disagreement. So it takes time to explore the disagreement. So collaboration is assertive, it's high investment, and it explores a disagreement. So thank you so much for joining me today. Like and share. 5 people that need to learn more about conflict management styles and collaboration. So like and share with 5 people today. Also, you can email me at wisdomforyourweek@gmail.com, wisdomforyourweek@gmail.com. I would love to hear your questions or comments. Also, I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can go to the website, which is wisdomforbeyond.com. That's wisdomforbeyond.com. There's great resources for you to explore. And I'm going to try to put some of the links for more information on conflict management styles. So thank you so much for joining me. I enjoyed talking with you this morning. And join me tomorrow for your Thursday thought. This was Wisdom for Your Week. I'm April Williams. Stay inspired.